Hello and welcome back to these daily vlogs. Today's the 23rd of December 2018. Just slipping back into negativity again after work, but I just can't help it. I don't know. Just keep cracking up at work. Just can't take this place. Just can't take working this shit job anymore. I need to move on. I have to move on. I have to get something in the new year. I have to get out of there and have to get money together. Have to better my life. Have to. It's either that or suicide. There's no. It just seems that there's no way out at the minute. It's just everything's awful, and it just gets worse because my mindset is negative. Yes, so it's creating negative things because I'm dwelling on the negative, and I just can't help it because it is how it is, you know. And it just doesn't seem like it's ever going to get any better. But I have to stay positive. It's really hard though, as I said. I was positive there for a few days, but I was off work for 2 days, so it's obviously easier to be positive when you're off work. You go back to work and it's shit again, and you know, all the problems come back again. It's just wears on you after all these years, you know. It's been so many years. It's been like 5 years there at least, so 5 years too long, I know. Time to move on, time to find something else. No point in I don't want to be this way. I don't want to be negative and hateful, but that's where I end up being at work because it just brings that out of me every fucking time. It's just like I try to stay positive, and then just shit happens, and then it just gets to a point where I revert back to my old ways, and it's not good for me. It's really damaging to me. I have heart problems again from this stress. It's not a stressful job. It's just I don't want to be there for one thing. I know I can do better than this for another thing. I shouldn't be. I know it's just it's the fact that I should be further developed in life. I should be further on in life. That's what pisses me off the most, and that's what gets to me in work. And I can't help it getting to me in work because I'm like, it's past the point of like it being too late. It's way past the point of being too late. It just feels like it is too late. That's it. That's the problem. I waited too long. I should have taken action years ago. I should have done more years ago. I should have not lain down. I should have never played video games. I shouldn't have watched porn. Yeah, it's NoFap day 79 anyway, so going well, at least with that. At least there's something. You know, when I'm negative and hateful, I just get more ugly, so I just make myself more ugly. I don't know. Just feeling insignificant, and I don't know, it's just feeling that there's no point because, like, where can I attract anybody like this? I'm not going to attract anybody I want to be with looking like this, or, you know, feeling inadequate and, what do you call it, insecure. I am so insecure, it's not even funny, still, especially in work. So insecure. Like I'm walking around and feeling like nothing. I'm feeling like an ant. It's a horrible feeling, but I don't know what I can do about it. It's so overpowering. I thought NoFap would help with this, but obviously not. And breaking out as well doesn't help. Do everything right and everything goes wrong. It's just like, that's suicide fuel right there. Suicide fuel to the extreme. But then complaining doesn't get you anywhere. It's true. My dad said that to me. It's just, complaining is just, you're gonna stay where you are basically if you're complaining. You have to use that to propel yourself, put it under you. But I'm so good at complaining. Just crying and whinging. I know, it's just pathetic, isn't it? A grown man. But then again, my life is pathetic, and no friends, no relationships, no hope, no decent job, no money. How did it get so bad? And you try to dig yourself out, but it just doesn't. Is there a light in that car? suppose the police are stopping people for coming up to Christmas to be drinking, I suppose. What was I saying? How did it get so bad? Oh, how did it get so wonderful? How did it get so perfect? Say the opposite. Not that it works for me. Nothing works for me. Haha, say the opposite. Everything works for me. People love me. Haha. Not, well, the people that know the real me online. People that don't know the real me in real life hate me. Well, that's what I think. That's why they do hate me. If you think that, it's going to become true. My battery's low, so this vlog might end abruptly. I might just say what I did today, which was tried to do clean and jerk. My hip's still killing me. That's another thing. It's pissing me off. Hips damaged. Brain's damaged. Life's damaged beyond repair. I don't know. It's just wonderful, isn't it? What is life? If you're not Chad, if you're not 6'5" and handsome, it's a pretty tough life. It's a pretty tough life. Pretty lonely life. Pretty lonely life. That's what I wanted to say there before I tripped on my tongue. No, today, what did it? We did clean and jerk. I only went to 100 because my back is in agony again with this friggin' hip. I have to just avoid back work completely. I keep saying that, but then I keep doing it, and then I keep making it worse. So I know now that it just makes it worse. So I have to just, because when I rested it for a week, it was a lot better. But then I didn't rest it long enough, obviously. So I don't know how long it needs rested. It sucks. Can't even train properly. I mean, I said this in every vlog. How many vlogs have I said this in? That's why I don't put all these public, because it's just me repeating the same shit a lot of the time. You can only complain so much, whereas you end up going in a circle. That's the story of my life, going in a circle. Fog's out. It's very foggy here at the minute. You can't hardly see. I know this road like the back of my hand anyway, so I don't even need to see really. Well, see, we go through a hedge here. That'll be great. Just a cherry on the top. Just it's like when you have a negative mindset, you do attract negative things, definitely, and that's really unfortunate. It's things like that just snowball, and people that are in hardship end up like in worse hardship and worse off. So, coming there, so. There coming out of the side road, so I had to stop, slow down. What was I saying? That distracted me. Fuck. I can't see. It's really hard to see it. Concentrate in the fog here and talk, but yeah, I was talking about training, wasn't it? Just clean and jerk to 100, hips are sore, complain, blah blah blah. What else? Tried to do some pulls. Yeah, I did pulls to 135 actually. About 4 sets, 4 reps. Some deadlifts. What was that? 160 for 1. Pathetic. And then 150 for 5 or 3. I'm not sure. One of those two, anyway. And then some press, just overhead press to 85s. Sorry. Definitely taking a dip and everything, because even taking the bar out, it hurts my back on the press. It's just like a numb back pain. It's uneasy, you know. It's not a good feeling. Not encouraging at all, but no point in complaining about it. But I do complain about it. This is what these vlogs are like, just me saying what's on my mind basically, and my mind is usually a pretty negative place, unfortunately. That's what I brainwashed myself with for years. That's why I ended up in the situation I'm in, because I've got stupid negative mindset. I just can't get out of it. I just keep falling back into it. I try to stay positive, but I just keep falling back into it, because it's just so deep in my subconscious to be negative and complain. That's why I'm a loser, because losers complain, winners train, that's it. Winners use that energy. They don't let it get on top of them, but I do let it get on top of me every fucking time. And did some sit-ups as well on hyper extensions, 4 sets. And first meal was steak and rice. Had a chicken thigh as well. And then I had salmon. Second meal was salmon with sweet potato, cabbage, and broccoli. Yeah, good healthy food, but doesn't seem to make a difference for my fucking skin. Like, I eat so healthily. I just don't get it. What do I have to do? Like, what do I have to do? Is it just my mindset that makes me this way? Is it all just a mindset? Could very well be. It's all just a mindset. It's all in your mind. The whole universe is in your mind anyway. You take it all in through your eyes, through your ears. Nothing's experienced outside yourself, as I said before. So it is all in your mind. And my mind is hell, so that's why my reality is hell. It's really hard to reprogram that, and I'm reinforcing that it's hard to do that. So I should really say it's easy to do that. It's really easy to reprogram your mind. Really easy. Say the opposite. Just gotta brainwash yourself, reprogram yourself. It seems like impossible and a daunting task, but it has to be done. I mean, you could just be deluding yourself at the same time, but makes sense to me, definitely. I mean, dwelling in negative and sitting in misery is just going to create more misery, obviously, and no one wants to be around that, obviously. But it's with everything, it's because you're in that mindset. You can't escape that mindset. You've been in that mindset so long, so many years. Just so stupid, like. If I'd been brought up the right way, if I'd had a good family, it's just circumstance that led me to be this way. Bad circumstance creates a bad mind, a destructive mind. But still I have the awareness to recognize it and try to change it, even if it's in vain at this stage. But no, it's never in vain. It's just a slow, arduous process. You gotta, step by step, brick by brick, fight your way out, or build your way out, whatever. Claw your way out of the hole. Then, usually when you feel, oh, that's all, everything's better now, then you get kicked back down the hole, right back to the bottom. That's what happens. It's happened to me many times. Like, I thought it was over social anxiety about a year or two ago, and then it just comes back with a vengeance suddenly. Just something bad happens, and then it's like, oh fuck, here it comes back again. I don't know. It definitely feels like a curse that I'm under. I am a cursed person. So, sucks to be me. Sucks to be me, definitely. I wouldn't wish my life on my worst enemy, but I don't know, just this loneliness, this feeling of inside me is horrible. I just don't want to be like this, but I can't escape it. Don't know what to do. You're frustrated, you're trapped. There's no escape. My third meal, went off on a tangent there. Third meal was sandwiches, chicken with stuffing sandwiches, Christmas special. Then I had 2 chicken legs with that and some pecans. And yeah, that was about it. That's all I had today, actually. Didn't eat too much today. That's why I'm down to like 79 kilos, so lightweight, feeling insignificant, feeling insecure, feeling wonderful, feeling magnificent. Say the opposite to what I actually feel. Opposite, I don't know if that actually works, but I don't know. Nothing seems to work for me, as I said before, but just going around in a negative feedback loop here. That's what I'm doing. That's what my mind is, a negative feedback loop. I have to break it. I have to reset it. I don't know. Maybe I need like hypnosis sessions. You can get hypnosis to reprogram your mind, I suppose. Must look into that. I need something done because I can't live like this much longer. It's just getting unbearable. My heart is actually physically hurting from this torment. But carry on regardless. That's what we have to do. Carry on regardless. Keep chipping away. Keep trying. Even if it's hopeless. What else is there to say? Nothing really. Christmas is in 2 days, not that that means anything to me really, just a meal with my mother and her partner. Dad doesn't even have anywhere to go for Christmas dinner, but he can't eat with us because Mom's partner doesn't like him, so yeah, that's another awkward situation which sucks, but what can you do? I'd like to have dinner with my parents, obviously, both of them, but I'd like to have it with, well, a family of my own one day, but that's never gonna fucking happen. It sucks as well. Too not quite up to standard as a human. I'm too scuffed, too short, not quite good enough, don't quite measure up. That's how I feel every day. That's why I don't approach women, because I know it's just going to end in failure. Oh well. What can you do? Try anyway, regardless. You know it's going to fail. You know you're going to fail, but still. But is it just a mindset? Like, if you didn't think you were going to fail, that's the thing. If you didn't think you were going to fail, would you fail? But it's impossible for me to think that way because I'm a realist and I see reality, right? So I can't delude myself. I just cannot delude myself. Some people can, and maybe they get on because of that, but I just can't delude myself. Too much of a realist, and that sucks for me. Take this key out so the light comes on. I'm too realistic. I see what I see in the mirror. Like this, look at this in this light, it looks awful. Spots, acne at my age, and feeling short and insignificant. I'm actually 5'10", so I just measured myself there yesterday, barefoot. But it was 5'11" in the consultation. I don't know, they measured me with my shoes on, so obviously that's the reason. But I thought she said she accounted for that. I don't know, it was a drop down, tape measuring stick. So I don't know. When I was 18 I measured myself and I was 6'03", but that was with boots on, so I don't know what's happened. My spine's been compressed over the years, probably compressed my discs together. That's why I have this back pain. Wouldn't be surprised. It's definitely affecting my mobility and work too. My ability to do things. Just have to rest it up. Really wish I could stay positive. Really wish I could delude myself into staying positive. Feels like that, but maybe you're not really deluding yourself, because everything is experienced through your mind, so you have to. I mean, what's the point of being negative? It's true. There is no point, but it just comes on you whenever. Like in work, I don't want to be the way I am in work, but I just can't help it. It's like the past is controlling me. Because when I started there, I was extremely socially anxious. I'm not as much now. I don't feel, having a heart attack during work, even though I've got this pain in my heart. But that's a different reason to have that now. I've had this for a couple of days now, so probably should be careful. Maybe I'll just drop dead anyway. This is why you shouldn't wish for death or talk about suicide, because you're tempting fate, and something can just take over your body, a disease, and kill you off. That's why I'm making these videos, because I have nothing to lose in this world. My life is already as shit as it could be. I mean, it could be worse. Yes, you could be in Africa being beaten to death, obviously, or cut up, or limbs chopped off, or a sex slave or something. It can always be worse, yes, but mentally, this is probably the worst torment, and loneliness, and not having friends or a relationship ever, feeling unwanted, feeling disregarded, feeling insignificant, insecure. All these wonderful words to describe misery. What culminates into somebody's mindset of negativity and misery, and what causes someone to be a negative, hateful person, even though I don't want to be. I am that way in work. Well, I just try to ignore people and get on with my work, that's it. But I've done that, and I'm just afraid to say hello to every person. That's my problem, because I'm worried, like, if I say hello to one person, then I'll have to say hello to everybody, and then everybody will expect it every time. And how do you say? I've always had a problem with saying hello, because I don't know how to say it without. I shouldn't really think about things so much. I know that's my problem. I think about things too much, and I have in the past, but I don't think about things as much as I used to, or worry about things as much as I used to. Obviously, I put these videos up, so in the past I couldn't even done this. So I've just got to the point where, for a large extent, I don't care, but for some reason I still do care. Even though I could drop dead tomorrow. It just doesn't make sense. I'm just rambling now, so. But back to negativity. Yes, this is how it goes. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. It's a spiral to evolution. Is you go round the spiral. It's like you go negative for a while, then you come back positive, and you're ascending. Growth is painful, right? So if you want to grow as a person, it's going to be painful. I definitely want to grow as a person, but physically and mentally. But I can't grow physically anymore, unfortunately. I'm 31. I'm not going to have a growth spurt suddenly. Well, I've heard of people that have had growth spurts in their 40s. Some weird anomaly. Hopefully that happens. But then I'll be old. Not old, but like, I don't know. Yeah, I think of 40. My parents are 54, so I don't know. That's another thing about life. You just get older and older and older, don't you? Hope goes. So the battery's going to die here, so I better end it. An abrupt ending, but a somewhat negative rant, and better end it here, yeah. Thanks for watching, by the way. And until the next time, goodbye.